Come on! Yeah! All right, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's Hanksy coming back for another video. Today, we're here to preview the oldest rivalry in rugby league. I'm getting goosebumps talking about the Roosters, Rabbitohs, the Foundation Feud. It returns Friday night, Allianz Stadium. I can't wait to fly down Friday night. Going to be a fantastic game once again. To hear the preview, the Roosters Rabbitohs clash, we've got the Rabbitohs content creator. We've got the great Zane Potter with us. Zane, how are you, my friend?
I'm great, Hainsey. I'm great. Thanks for having me on. Ready to do this.
I can't stop talking about Friday. It's going to be awesome. The rivalry.
Been excited for it ever since the semi-final last year.
Yeah, well, we need a win for that. You know, Sin being Sunday. I think there's a lot of anticipation seeing what's it going to be like again. I don't think it's going to be that ballistic, but
surely not.
Right, I think it's going to be.
Definitely be one though.
Oh, there'll be a good old hoo-ha, that's for sure. But yeah, look, it's going to be great. Two teams that just hate each other. It's the greatest. It's the best rivalry in the NRL. Like, like next week we're going to have the Brisbane derby between the Broncos and the Dolphins, but nothing's going to top this. Like, we've got Eels, Penrith, we got Dogs, Penrith, we got Broncos, Cowboys, you got Manly, Melbourne. Like, nothing's going to top this rivalry. And that's the best thing about it. Like, and at the same time, we hate each other, but we love to hate you, and we can't, and what would we be without you guys? So, but we'll get into the preview straight away. Zane, if you want to go through last week's results for your mighty Rabbitohs against the Panthers, what are your thoughts on that one?
Yeah, look, I did tip him. I was confident that Penrith had the cracks in the windscreen, but they obviously got them repaired just in time for the game. But it was a frustrating game to watch. Like, Penrith deserved to win probably by a lot more than what they did. But South's defense was incredible and held them out. But then the last 5 minutes, Latrell came out of his hole and started playing, and they got 2 quick tries, all because of him. So yeah, it was a frustrating game to watch. Nearly broke my hand punching the lounge at some points. And in the end, I'm impressed, but I'm not at the same time. There's still a few holes that I know, a few cracks we could repair as well. I don't know about.
Yeah, 100%. Like, obviously, the game, the game was talked about for all the wrong reasons, unfortunately. And obviously, I've said it on the Instagram. I've also said it on my YouTube channel before. What happened to Latrell on Thursday was disappointing. And it felt a little bit ashamed as a Roosters fan. There was a young Roosters fan who said it. So obviously it wasn't a great experience for the game. But obviously, yeah, it was a good game of footy. Penrith sort of needed a statement from themselves to say, hey, look, we're still here. We're not going to be pushovers this year. We're going out to win the 3rd title. So, but obviously the Roosters, on the other hand, we flew down, as you guys know, on Saturday for the Roosters Warriors. Look, I've said it in the review. I've said it all along that I'm just happy that we got the job done in the end. Had a few plays out. There's still a lot of work to do. There's still a lot of holes to be filled, like you said, about the Rabbitohs. The same with the Roosters. It's as Robbo says all the time, it's about building a season. And we're doing all the right things at the moment. We're getting our players. We're getting some players back, and we will go through the team news very shortly. But obviously, yeah, just happy that we were able to defend. Our defense was good too. The Warriors threw a lot at us, and they were coming home in that last 15 minutes, but we were good enough to defend the line and get the job done. But yeah, like I said, was just happy that we got the job done. Couldn't care less how the performance was. 2 competition points, and we're away in 2023. All right, let's go through. And very shortly, we're going to go through the team news for this weekend. Oh, it's some big names this week too. They're back in the side. I was on the wrong app there, so we'll get it up straight away now. Zane, if you want to go through the Rabbitohs team news, it's over to you.
All right, so fullbacks. Want me to go through the whole side, or will?
Yeah. Go through the whole. I just won the 17 and the 18th man.
So Trell Mitt at fullback, obviously. Alex Johnson on the first wing. Isaiah Tass in the centres with Campbell Graham. Isaac Tuipu Thompson. I probably pronounced that wrong, but Thompson. Cody Walker in the halves with Lachlan Ilias at halfback. Tavita Totola at prop. Damien Cook at hooker. Then Thomas Burgess as the other prop. Keon Kalol Matungi in the second row, Michael Cheekham in the number 12, filling in for Dry Arrow. Then Cameron Murray at lock and as captain. Then go to the bench, Blake Taff, Hammer Saleh, Davey Mawali, and Shaquay Mitchell or Shaq Mitt. Then the reserves, Jed Cartwright, Daniel Saluka for feeder, Ben Lovett, Tane Milne, and Peter Mamazoulis.
Wow, very good team there. Tane Milne's back from suspension, but he's not in the side. Wow.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to be. I think Thompson's got his spot.
You're happy with Thompson there?
Oh, look, he was pretty. Like, I don't like being hard on rookies, but he was horrific last week.
Yeah.
And Penrith have always done that to our right wingers. They've all, obviously in the prelim last year, they went for Tane Milne, who struggled under the high ball. There was obviously that game with Jackson Paulo last year, which he copped it too much for. And a couple of years ago, there was that game with Braden Burns where he was just shocking under clear his kicks. So,
They always find a way to expose players. Definitely clearing that bombs. All right, we'll go through the Roosters team news. Fullback Teddy, the skipper of the side, having a good time. Just re-signed too, which is great to see, till 2025. So I think it could mean that 2025 is his last year at age 33. So we've got 3 years for Teddy to win a premiership as skipper. Who knows? On the wings, Daniel Tupou and Jackson Polo. The centers, Joseph Akuso Suali'i and Joseph Manu. The centers there, the halves, Luke Keary and Sam Walker. The front row, the big fellas back, Jared Waria-Hargreaves with Lindsay Collins. Played 80 minutes last week, Lindsay, very good. Brendan Smith's been named. He's cleared of his rib cartilage or whatever he's got, so it's good to see. The back row, the Butcher brothers, Egan and Nat. And also back is Victor the Inflictor. Oh, they're just seeing him back this weekend. There's just going to be fireworks. The bench, Jake Turpin, Drew Hutchinson, Terrell May, Fletcher Baker. And then the reserves there, Nafua White, Ben Thomas, Sandon Smith, Corey Allen, and Suo Wong. And that is our team news for this weekend. Look, two big names. Jared's back. And Radley back. Like, obviously our forward pack is really strengthened this weekend. If I'm honest, both teams look really similar. Do you reckon you agree? Like you've got two experienced halves in Luke Keary and Cody Walker, who are game-changing halves, while you got Sam Walker and Lockie Illis, if more your conductors and the team that will lead the team around the park, And then you've got two.
They are pretty similar.
Yeah, exactly right. And then you got two gun centers, Isaiah Tass, Campbell Graham, Suoliti, and Manu. Two try-scoring freaks in Tupou and Johnson. And Harlow and Isaac Thompson, two young gun rookies, wingers as well. And then your fullbacks, Latrell and Teddy, two game-changing fullbacks themselves. And then into the forwards, they're all the same kind of thing. Jared, Tatola, Collins and Burgess.
Smith and Cook are a bit different, but
a little bit, but still impactful hookers.
Yeah.
I think Clon Matungi and Butcher are sort of the same ball carrying, damaging back rowers, and Egan Butcher and Michael Cheekham will just do the job. And then your ball playing locks. What else can you say about Victor and Karen Murray? It looks similar size, and that's why it's so great. I'm pretty sure that, and here's the odds here: Rabbitohs $1.76, Roosters $2.07. It's it's very, very, very similar sides. What are your thoughts on the side this weekend? Are you happy that Totola's back in the side and anything?
Totola's definitely what we need. We were missing last week. It's great that he's back, and going over to your side, Rhea Hargreaves and Radley being back could also be a bit of a positive for the Rabbitohs because, they have their moments during these games.
Yeah.
And another thing I noticed is the Roosters got a bit more of a lighter bench. Like they've gone with Jake Turpin and Drew Hutchison.
Yeah, look, again, another eye opener. And when I looked at the side, it's like everything looks good, but seriously,
I don't know, why they haven't put much forwards in. I don't know if it's because when Radley and Jared get sin binned, that's going to be their break. So
true. Obviously, Ben Thomas. I'm really impressed with Ben Thomas, and he was on the vlog on Saturday. I think easily you could have. I don't understand why we've got to keep Drew Hutchison in this side. Like,
Well, they've
again,
got two. Yeah.
he
Playing
played
rugby.
10. He wasn't even featured until the last 10 minutes of that game against the Warriors. Like, there's no point. Like, there's no point having Drew Hutchinson in the side this weekend. Like, it's a strange one, but obviously Robbo we trust, right? But obviously Terrell May, Fletcher Baker will do the job. But yeah, Blake Taft. Do you reckon Blake Taft will get any minutes in this game?
It would depend. Like, I think they put him on in the last, few minutes of the Panthers game just to add some more attack. So I think if it's close, he might get a run right at the end.
Yeah.
I
Like,
think that's what
where
he's there
do you
for.
put him though? So like, do you take him off a Cook or obviously?
I'm trying to work out what they did last week. I think Cook did come off, or they put him in the centers maybe.
Yeah, right.
I think they just put him on to whoever's looking tired.
They sort of Hutchinson and Taft. They sort of feel like they're like Premier League subs. How, for example, if you're down by a goal in stoppage time, you bring on, a striker in the midfield, or you bring a striker off for a centre back if you're trying to defend the game, kind of thing. But that's what it is for Hutchinson and Taft. They're trying to they come on if they need to. They need a defensive player or attacking player. They got both of them there. Obviously, Jake Turpin's in there for Cheese when he comes off, but he hasn't really played big minutes yet. Brandon Smith, but Jake Turpin played really well. So, but yeah, apart from the bench, that could be the way the Rabbitohs might win this game. So yeah, there's the two teams, and it's looking really good for Saturday. Can't wait. All right,
the Rabbitohs bench in this game.
Yeah, I think that's the difference.
Mawali, Stele, Shaq Mitchell's been incredible. Like, it's a very, very strong.
Yeah, he's been good. Yeah, he's been really good. All right, let's go. All right, we're in now to the best part of this. Let's do our Combine 13. So what we'll do, we'll go with you. We'll start with you, Zane. You can go through if you want the team list back up.
Yeah, I've got them up here. So
you got up here. All right.
This probably will end up being biased, but
no, that's fine. But
so if I was for fullback, I'm going Tedesco. Hate doing it because I love Latrell, but I'm going with Tedesco. For the wing, probably a bit of bias, but I'm going Alex Johnston just over Tupou.
Yep.
In the centers, Suwali all over Tass. Pretty easy, that one. Don't think there's any debate. Then for the number 4, I've gone with Joseph Manu. I really wanted to go Graham because I love Graham.
Yep.
And for the number 5, I've gone with Thompson only because Jackson Paulo gives me a lot of PTSD, so I don't really want him in my side. Then number 6, at this time, maybe 3 years ago, this could have been different, but I'm going to go Cody Walker.
Okay, yep. Makes sense.
It's the same for the 7, actually. At this moment in time, I'm going to take Lachlan Nealis because
he's had a good start to the season. He had a good start to the season.
Then number 8, I'm going to Tola. I'm going to take
Tola. Yep.
Number 9 is difficult because Smith, if we're basing it off right now, I don't know if I can go with Smith, but I'm going to take Smith because I think Cook had a slower season last year, whereas Smith had a much better season. So Then number 10, I'm going Tom Burgess because I love the guy. He's probably our most capped player at the moment. So I think he's he's got a bit more than Lindsay Collins does. So number 11, Kalol Matangi for sure. Kalol Matangi, he's just incredible the way he runs the ball. Then number 12, I'm going to take Nat Butcher. Just Cheekham, he doesn't play too often. He's just in and out every so often. Then for number 13, Cameron Murray for sure because he's the next Australian captain. He's probably the best lock in the game. It's debatable between Radley and Isaiah Yeo, but I'm going to take Yeo. For number 14, I'm going to go Jake Turpin just because I think Taff still has a little bit of errors in him, and I really like Jake Turpin. I found him very underrated when he was at the Broncos. And for number 15, I'm going Hamasele because, Drew Hutchinson, like you said, he's no need for him to even be in this team.
Yep, fair enough.
16, I'm going with, for 16 and 17, I'm going with both the Rabbitohs boys, Davey Mawali and Shaq Mitchell, only because I've seen a lot more from them than I've seen from Terrell May and Fletcher Baker. Okay. Because I've watched more of their games.
Yep. All right. Yeah. Very good side. Very good side. All right, let's go. Let's do mine. Obviously, I'm not trying to be as biased as I can here, all right? I promise. All right, obviously, Tedesco, fullback, picks himself. Now, this is a bit of a curveball. You ready for this one, Zane? I'm going to go both Alex Johnston and Daniel Tupou.
Oh, fair enough.
Like, you have Tupou on the right. He's played right side in the Origin. And obviously, both. So Alex Johnston, obviously, he's going to be eventually leading try scorer in our game, while Tupou is going to be the leading try scorer at the Roosters.
That's the smartest move you could have made there.
Then centers, Suaalii, Manu pick themselves. Manu's the Golden Boot winner at this stage right now. So, and then into the halves, I like where you're thinking there. I'm going to go both Walkers. I'm going to go Cody Walker at 6.
Oh, okay.
And then Sam Walker at 7. I could have gone Kiri at 7, but we've seen how he played at 7. He doesn't play well at 7.
Mm-hmm.
I think you need someone. You need someone to control the team around the park, and Ilias and Walker are perfect for it. And I just think Sam Walker is just a little bit better than Ilias at this stage. Yeah. The front row, this is good. I'm going to go Jared Hargreaves and Tom Burgess.
Fair enough.
Two brilliant internationals too. Like Jared for New Zealand, Tom for England. Really good. And I was a little bit biased here, but Brandon Smith over the Cook. You probably said maybe 18, 19. I could have gone Damien Cook, but Brandon Smith's a hooker of the year. So he's been a hooker of the year before. So it's good. I'm going the same way for your back rows here. Kalon Matangi and Nat Butcher. And now, I love both Radley and Murray, though. I don't.
This is the toughest one, Murray. This one.
It's so tough. I might have to go from premiership experience. I'm going to go Radley, 2-time premiership winner. It's so tough. I'm going to go Radley. But
that was the toughest one to make, that one.
All right. Here's my bench. 14, Damien Cook.
Fair enough, yeah.
15, Cameron Murray. Lindsay Collins, 16, and Totola, 17.
Yeah.
Does anyone beat that side?
I think it beats my side, to be honest.
Yeah.
Well, I've looked at it more in just the opposition.
Oh, yeah, that's probably my fault.
Yeah, I think your side would win that.
Do you reckon a combine? Let's go this. The South Sydney Roosters can feed the Penrith Panthers next week. Surely the Roosters.
I think Roosters got the bye next week, don't they?
Yeah, we do. Yeah. We've got the bye next week, and then we play Parramatta, so that's going to be great. All right. Let us know in the comments what side's better in the combine 13 between us and Zane. It's going to be good. All right. We're into the business end now. It's time for our preview. It's time for our predictions. Zane, how the obviously we're going to tip the Rabbitohs and I'm going to tip the Roosters. How do the Rabbitohs win this game?
I've said Rabbitohs 13 plus, but when I say 13 plus, I mean by about 14, 16.
Okay.
Not a blowout, but you could call that.
Yep.
I think they just win down the middle. They just got to fire up Radley and Rebecca Hargreaves as they always do, get them sent to the bin, and just score points from there. And Mitchell needs to get involved, and I'm sure he will. I'm expecting him to have a huge game.
So he's always going to be up against the Roosters. There's no doubt. But
I'm so confident he will that I've captained him on NRL Fantasy this week.
On Fantasy, yep. Well, we obviously, when he's been in the media, obviously we talk about round 25. The Roosters bashed him, never let him get settled. But he got settled in that semi-final, and we all saw. That try that he scored it's a dagger in the heart, isn't it? But if he gets involved, we all know how deadly he is. But notice though that Jai Arrow isn't playing, and we've seen before Jai Arrow is the one who can stir the plot. Who's going to be that guy for South to stir the pot in that forward pack? Like Totola, Burgess? Who's going to be the one that's just going to feed the carrot kind of thing? Yeah,
well, Burgess isn't not what you'd say a feed a carrot type of player. He'd normally do some stupid penalty that would cause an issue. But yeah, you're right. We don't really have a player that can stir the pot. I guess Mitchell probably could, but yeah, we don't know.
Yeah, but that's
a bit of a hard one.
Oh man, it's going to be good. Obviously, Roosters going to win this one. Look, again, I think the fact that we've got Jared and Radley through the middle, they can take it to the forward pack. They can lead from the front. The Roosters, the best way to win games in football is when the Roosters are winning the middle. And the Roosters can win the middle in this game. It's going to be very even. And you could say in both those games, and even the semi-final, that the Roosters were dominating the first 20 minutes of that game, even though we had plays in the sin bin because we're winning the middle. And obviously it didn't help when Tedesco got knocked out. Well, probably that was the thing that got South Sydney over the line, that Tedesco wasn't playing in that semi-final, and no Manu as well, And Manu was the perfect man to go after Latrell. They've got history. Manu and Latrell.
I forgot about that. We're going to be seeing that.
We're going to see that again. Like, he didn't play in the
even more excited.
It's going to be on between them two again. And I think they had an exchange in the World Cup as well in that semi-final. I can't remember it, but didn't Latrell put a big shot on Manu?
Oh, he might have. I really
can't remember. I think
too much at the World Cup, but
yeah, I
think I did hear something about it.
Yeah, but obviously them two is going to be on it. Honestly, I'm actually so happy last weekend that Jackson Paulo found some form into this game.
I'm happy for him as well.
Obviously, there was stuff going on about. I'm not going to say it was you, but there was a lot of South fans.
It was
abuse about Jackson Paulo, which wasn't great to see. And I think, that I hope he comes out and has a good game and just proves himself that, like, hey, I'm not a bad first grade player, and kind of stick it up to the South fans and that doubted him, kind of thing. And it'd be the same with Latrell and come out and say, yeah, stuff you Roosters, blah blah blah. But obviously, I want to tip the Roosters to win this game 20 points to 18. It's going to be very tight.
Close, you reckon?
Really tight. It's going to be really close. Like, we really haven't had a close game in ages. Do you reckon?
Souths and Roosters, no. It's been mostly Souths blowouts, to be honest.
Souths blowouts, and the one that we won was 10 points.
Yeah.
Like, 2020 was, I think we won the first game. I'm not talking about 6 to 8. We ignore that. I think it was what? That game at Bankwest.
28 to 16. I think that was the.
Something like that. Yeah, so it hasn't been really bums on seat to watch the final play kind of thing. So I think maybe in 2019 when you guys beat us 16-10 was the last close game between us, decided by a try. So hopefully it's going to be a really close game.
Yeah, I'd love to see Golden Point, to be honest.
Oh, I couldn't do it.
Latrell get a field goal.
Oh, no, don't talk about that.
Give the old shush to the crowd afterwards.
I would jump the field and tackle him if he did that. If he shushed me in the crowd, if he shushed the Roosters fans, it'd be on. It would be on. But yeah. All right, Zane, what score prediction for you, mate? What's the score? How much?
I'm gonna say it's high scoring, to be honest. I'm gonna say Rabbitohs 32 to Roosters 18.
Oh, okay, fair enough. 32-18.
And Latrell's gonna score. He has to score in this game.
Yeah,
he just has to score a try in this game.
I think Paulo gets one over the line. It'll be great to see. Two post.
He'll be on Thompson's side or Johnston's side.
No, he'll be on Johnston's side. That was the worry. I was like, deep down before coming into that game against the Warriors, I was like, gee, Alex Johnson's on him next week. And it was like, how many tries is he going to score? I was like, no, I can hold his own. But yeah. All right, that's going to end the preview. Zane, thank you so much for coming on, and I'll definitely see you on Friday night.
Thanks for having me.
No worries, mate. Pleasure. All right, thank you so much. Make sure you guys go check out Zane Potter on TikTok. He does some fantastic content. Do you have YouTube, by the way? I can't remember if you do YouTube or not.
Oh, I have it, but I've wanted to get into it, but I just haven't. I've posted a few of my TikToks as shorts on there, but no. Get into the game day vlog industry, mate. You'll love it. But yeah, definitely go check out Zane Potter on TikTok. He's fantastic content. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you're new around here, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. We just hit 700 on YouTube not too long ago and 2,000 on TikTok. So I'm catching you, Zane. I got another 10,000 to go. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoy it. And I'll see you guys in the next one. I'll see you guys out there Friday at Allianz Stadium. Until then, bye for now. Oh, shit, now where's the recording going? There.